What's up guys, it's Schmuck and this is a video to let you guys know that I have officially migrated out of Kingdom 2934 and migrated into Kingdom 3407. A lot of players that know me in group chats have been asking and have been noticing that I've migrated away from a high A seed kingdom to now a low A seed kingdom. Now I'm going to be explaining in this video why I chose 3407 in particular. Now I know I've only been in 2934 for one KvK and we did win that KvK, and I also met my DKP requirement, so why did I randomly decide to leave after one KvK? Initially I just wanted to make a video to explain that I've left the kingdom and just ventured off somewhere else and be completely neutral, but then I decided I need to be truthful. I consulted with my friends and I just want to show you guys what's on my mind and why I honestly left the kingdom. I'm going to first put feelings aside and just go through some of the positives and negatives of this kingdom and just how exactly that made me feel to make my final decision to leave the kingdom. And if you want to know why I came here in the first place, you can watch my other video where I explain how I left my previous kingdom and dropped king title and started a new chapter in 2934. Now here are some of the positive things that I really liked in 2934. And the first one being the high level alliance chest. They've got a level 39 alliance chest, so the effort of getting the alliance chest rewards is really minimal. All we need to do is drop a couple of gold chests or do a couple of forts and we will get a lot of speed ups in no time. Now the problem with this is you do need constant forts to basically utilize this, or a bunch of people dropping gold chests, or just people buying bundles on a regular basis, and that kind of occurred in this kingdom. But I'm going to explain why this didn't really work out in the negative part of the video. Another positive is that 2934 had fighters that you can rely on. There's no burden for you to keep fighting 24/7. They've got lots of high kill point players who basically fight 24/7 and have lots of resource stock and speed ups. They did somewhat support my channel, so I'm going to put that as a positive. They did put a marker on my name to basically say to support my channel, and I don't know if they liked and commented, but I did used to send alliance emails to basically let them know that I've made a new video, and I was hoping that they reciprocated by liking and commenting on that video. One last positive is that the kingdom gave me the opportunity to fight in a high A seed KvK, just like the 1365 versus 2377 KvK, and I managed to fight against some of the highest kill point players in the game, as well as make really good friends along the way. And that's pretty much it for the positives. I can't think of anything else to put on this list, so do forgive me if I forgot any important details. And now for the negatives. Again, this is my perspective on things. Take it how you want. But I feel like some of these reasons are also some of the reasons why this kingdom went from 1.3 trillion kill points to only 850 billion kill points despite winning a KvK. Obviously, one of the main reasons is that the old leadership that made this kingdom as big as it is left and quit the game. But here are some of the things that I picked up on and I can share with you guys. The first negative can feel very subjective, but to me it's very important, and that is the community vibe in this kingdom feels very, very empty. Barely anyone talks, both in alliance chat and voice chat. The alliance chat was extremely dull and boring, and barely anyone was having any meaningful conversations. It's the same 3 to 4 guys having discussions, and there'll be times where I try to type in the alliance chat and I don't get a reply until maybe 3 or 4 hours later. The R4 and the R5 barely speak, and when they do, it's usually to tell people the rules, and this was in both KvK and off-season, so it wasn't just only off-season. Speaking about R4s and R5s, another negative is that these guys send some of the most patronizing emails. I feel like they barely motivate their players. Almost every email is just rules and deadlines, that players must meet this and players must meet that, and they keep sending the same bogus, annoying message at the very end of that email, and it's that they threaten to kick you out of the alliance if you don't meet the deadlines. Like, bro, we understand it needs to be taken seriously, but at least send the mail more professionally, or try to get your message across in a better way. At least some motivation every now and then before the fights to make it seem like, you know, we're united as a kingdom, but it just feels like a constant threat if you don't perform. Like, these guys are acting like there's some high gold chest dropping Imperium like 2377 or 60 GT. They seriously need to calm down with these patronizing emails. There are definitely better ways to get the message across without sounding so patronizing. And the worst part about all of this is that if you're friends with leadership, you can get away with not meeting any of the deadlines and staying in the alliance. There's many cases where I used up a bunch of my speed ups to meet the alliance mobilization, or maybe that they tell us we need to have 3 billion of each resources and they're going to scout us, and if we don't have that, they're going to kick us out. So I open up my bag to ensure I don't miss the deadline. But there are other guys who basically don't have to do any of this and they get away with it. I literally had a friend who was a friend of leadership who got away with everything. So I can only imagine how many others got away with not meeting the requirements. And look, I understand some people are saying, yo Schmuck, it's a high A seed. They need to threaten people each time so people can fall in line. I understand that, but you can't act like this, especially when the kingdom is already crumbling and everyone's starting to see the cracks. So just having that bit of respect to your fighters goes a long way, and maybe they won't all migrate after a winning KvK. Now on to my next negative point, and this is probably the most annoying to see, and that is that this kingdom completely is dead when it comes to fort rallies. They're not utilizing the level 39 alliance chest properly. We have a high level alliance chest that can easily give us speed ups and rewards if we do enough fort rallies in the day or buy enough bundles, but barely anyone does these fort rallies. And just for example, look at this video over here in 2934's pre-KvK. This is where we're supposed to be doing the most amount of fort rallies to get the points and get the rewards, but the only person that's doing the fort rallies is this one guy and his farm account. Now compare this with 3407, the kingdom I'm in right now, which is in its off season. Not in KvK, no pre-KvK, this is standard off-season, and it's consistently rotating 10 to 15 fort rallies throughout the day. Look guys, the more this video carries on, the more I'm starting to feel like a hater, and I'll be honest, this kingdom has some of the strongest fighters that I've seen on this game, but it's just not to my liking. Maybe because I'm used to kingdoms running in a standard way, where we have voice chats for multiple different languages during KvK, and there's a lot of fun between ourselves. Unfortunately, this kingdom just did not provide that, and it felt like if you're not Korean, you just won't fit in properly. Last KvK, I was in my allies Discord server for voice chat because I at least could interact with them, and I shouldn't feel like I need to join another Discord server to have fun during our KvK. Look, what I'm trying to say is I personally just missed the community aspect of the game, and the KvK was extremely dull. I just didn't feel like I was playing the game properly. I felt like Rise of Kingdoms was becoming a thing that I just logged into and fought in, nothing else, and I was just starting to get bored of the game, and half of my friend group did too. Two of my friends actually quit the game because of how bored they got for the duration in this kingdom. I personally just wasn't feeling it, and I knew the longer I stayed here, the more I grew distant from the game. And you already know the advice I give you guys. If your kingdom is just not enjoyable because of some shit community, just migrate to a new one. So just to summarize why I left, all the previous leadership migrated to bigger kingdoms, the voice chat was inaccessible in Discord, no community vibe, dead alliance chat, weird patronizing emails, and no connections to R4s or R5s, barely any fort activity, and all my friends quit because of just how boring it was. I felt so bored I could have quit myself as well. And to be honest, I should have known better, and I did tell my group of friends that it wasn't wise to migrate to a kingdom that wasn't an international one, but hey, it was a rush decision and it was made during a very chaotic time. So how is this new kingdom? Honestly, I'm enjoying it. It brought a spark back to both my friends and I, and we're really enjoying the community here. The people are super active and the leadership are super nice and organized. It's a decent A-sized kingdom fresh out of KvK 4, and we're nearing to 500 billion kill points already. There's a lot of fresh faces here who are very welcoming and they support my channel, so I'm quite happy I made this move, and I genuinely don't think I'll regret it in the foreseeable future. I think this will be my home for quite some time, and if you see me migrate within 2 KvKs again, feel free to flame me and hold me accountable, because that just means I'm the problem and not the kingdoms I migrate to. I've got some juicy content for you guys coming soon. Drama of the Week episode 6 is in the works. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a little different from what I usually do, but it'll do for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.